Continuing with the rest of the exercises from within assignment, I'll understand better how to group and change selectors and how the descendant combinator works. In the third exercise, I'll practice adding classes to style two buttons differently. In my HTML file, I'll assign the class BlackBTN to the first button based on the background color I'm asked to style the button with. And in my CSS file, I will set its background color, text color, and font weight. I'll add the class YellowBTN to the second button and style it with a yellow background. Because both elements will have the same font size and the same font family, in my CSS file, I will group the selectors, and I will do that by adding the first class BlackBTN, the second class YellowBTN. Now, I've applied the same font size and font family for both selectors. So instead of writing the same lines for each, just by listing the classes together, I reduce repetition. In the next task, I'm asked to style the element that has both the avatar and proportion classes. To achieve this, I'll change the selectors, which allows me to apply styles to elements with specific combinations of classes or IDs. Changing selectors involves listing them without separation. So in my CSS file, I will write the classes without any space in between, and set the width to 300 pixels and the height to auto, to keep the original square proportions without hard-coding a pixel value. The next exercise asks to style paragraphs that are descendants of div elements. Because the descendant combinator selects elements based on their relationship in the HTML structure, I will use it to target the paragraphs inside the divs. Since my divs have the class container and my paragraphs the class text, I'll use first container space text because the descendant combinator is represented by a space between selectors. Now I've targeted the paragraphs with the class text only if they are nested inside an element with the class container. Alternatively, achieving the same outcome is possible using type selectors such as div and p, or a blend of type and class selectors like div and text.